Johnny, you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm doing real good now.
Very good.
Yes, I am. Now, are we going to proceed where I was, or we going with something else?
Oh no, we going with whatever you and your daughters and granddaughters want to talk about.
Okay.
I promise you, whatever y'all want to do is fine. Bren,
Yes.
we're gonna give you the floor since I think are you the elder that's in the room as far as the siblings and grandchildren?
Yes, she is. Are you guys trying to call me old?
No, I said, are you the elder of all of us? I promise you, I'm not calling you old. That's my oldest sister, but I'm not calling you old.
Well, you know what? I passed John P. a long time ago because he stopped counting when he was 30.
So we'll give you the honors.
All the time he says, oh, hey, I'm young. I'm a young buck. It's like, okay, so when I hit 30 and 31, it's like, okay, I passed you now, and I'm way past you now.
I don't blame you.
I have a question for you ladies. What's you guys take on the brilliance of this gentleman at 91 years old?
Phenomenal.
Yes. Yeah, amazing. Happy I have the same genes.
Who in the world that said that?
That was Jennifer said that.
Put it in the bottle. That's all we need. Right.
Yes, indeed. How far March from there?
He's at work.
Uh-oh. Good, very good.
He's in the video.
Yeah.
Run over there cooking.
Yeah, but I'm trying to give him a phone number to call in.
He's grilling for the party. So,
Well, who is that there coming up there? My lamb.
Is that Miss Stephanie?
I told you. I told you the other day they bring me something to eat and you ain't got back yet.
You told me?
It might have been Rhonda. I told one of y'all.
Yeah, you probably told Ron.
He was in Miami.
Well, now you got it.
Having a good time.
Bring me some something to eat.
Okay, we'll bring you some from the
Oh,
party.
yeah, you come. Well, you send me something down the line, and you have 240. Bunch, you have 240 come. Send it down the telephone.
Yeah, we can send you a plate from the party.
That'll what?
Because when I leave the party, I got to go head up the road to go to a wedding reception. So I said, run, bring that up.
Uh-oh. Well, we just, I go back there and get some of them peas and bread, what I got in there.
So Stephanie, are you close by the party? Because if you can go to the party, that would be awesome.
I'm actually going to get my car dried off. I'm at a car wash, actually, to get my car dried off. And then I'm getting to the
Okay, so good. So I'm sending Ron the telephone call-in number because he was saying he wasn't sure how to do the Zoom.
Yeah, but is he still cooking or has he stopped?
I think he's still cooking. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So what I do is then, when I get there, y'all still on, then I jump back on. How about that?
That's perfect.
Sounds good, Miss Steph.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Have all the ladies
Okay.
introduce themselves. For the
Okay. I'm sorry, she just hung up. Let's see, Gloria was on first. Nikki, I think you came in second. I don't know. But the way it is on Daddy's screen, if you all would just go on and introduce yourselves. So on our screen, Gloria, you're the first one.
Okay. Well, I'm Gloria, and I live in Atlanta. And I am so happy to see everybody who's on Zoom. Oh, look at you. Everybody who sees your picture does say, "Ooh, your daddy sure is handsome."
Nikki, you're next.
Okay, Gloria's granddaughter.
Oh, Gloria, he says, what are you?
How are you related
How
to
are you
Mr.
related to
Pickett?
John
Oh, I'm
Pearlie?
sorry. I thought I said, well, I'm one of his daughters.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
right. That's my daughter, Gloria.
Okay.
Yes.
Next.
Don't say my nickname.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I did say
Well, you
Gloria.
can say my nickname.
Go on and tell on Mr.
Please,
Pickett. What's her
please.
nickname?
What's her nickname?
I My nickname is Bunch.
And why is that your nickname?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Why is that your nickname? Why is it Bunch?
My my maternal grandfather named me that. I don't know why, but he named me that.
Well, he should. He's so good to you, and you're so much. He's so much in love. Whatever he get, you keep it.
Oh, yes.
He's shown up as a good granddaddy to you, or whatever.
Yes, he was, definitely.
Yes, he was.
All right, Nikki on our screen, you're next.
Okay. Hey, Nicole by birth, but Nikki to everyone who knows me, Nakaka to my granddaddy. And I am Deborah's only child. And John Pettaway is my grandfather / my daddy. And that's it.
And Deborah is?
Deborah is John's...
My daughter and your mother.
One of his daughters. I'm just saying.
And that's your mama?
Yeah, that's my mama.
Okay.
I'm not going to even try to say in the line where she is, but she is one of John's daughters, and she is a firecracker. She doesn't know how to use Zoom, but she told me to call her, and she'll try to join us.
Awesome, awesome. On our screen, Bryn, you're next.
Okay, well, it looks like I'm the oldest of everybody that's on the screen.
Yes, you are.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to rub
Don't
it
go
in.
nowhere now.
I almost said bunch, but Gloria, you don't have to rub it in just for a few months. Yeah. I am the oldest of the ones that are on the screen. Brenda Pettaway, married to John Henderson, so I live here in Wetumpka. Stayed in Alaska for 29 years.
Ooh, you ain't froze?
Not yet. You know, cold is cold no matter where you're at, but Alaska was a special kind of cold. John P. came to visit us in Alaska twice. He came with my mom once, and they stayed, about 10 days or so, almost 2 weeks. We had a great time when he came there that time, and he came back again and stayed 10 days, and the only thing he could talk about was
My moose.
moose. I want to see a moose.
I want my moose.
Moose.
Yeah.
And about catching a kingfish. And my husband took him fishing on the boat, and every time we left the house, he was going, "Where's the moose?" He finally saw that moose, I think, on the last day.
Last day.
Last day, yeah. So he's a firecracker in the sense that he loves to go. And whenever he can get a chance to travel, that was what he wanted to do. And he came to my son's graduation when he graduated from the University of Wyoming. And my friends that he met when we were there, they still remember him, and they're always asking, "How's your dad?"
Of course, yes.
Yeah, he makes an impression everywhere he goes. So he's a good one, and hopefully I'll live as long as he is living. And man, if I can have the memory that he has, it would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
All right, Miss Jennifer.
Hey guys, Jennifer Colvin here.
Oh, look at that.
I am the daughter of Cheryl, who is the baby of Granddad, and I'm also the baby
Wait.
of my family.
Wait.
Cheers to the babies. And Granddad, I love you so much. And like I was saying before,
Good.
yes, like I was saying before, I hope to live old and be a young buck as well, especially with all the crazy things happening in COVID, and who knows what's going to happen with these next generation. So I love you, and I'm glad we were all able to join. This has been nice. And I'm glad the memory I have most recently is coming down for Thanksgiving. And because of COVID, me and my boyfriend drove down to see Granddad, which was like a 13-hour drive, and it was nice. I wanted to make sure that I got to see him, even though all this stuff is going on, and so he could meet my new boo, who may or may not be my future husband. We'll see.
Well, time
We'll
will
see.
tell, huh?
Time will tell.
Yeah. So Granddad, I love you. I'm glad we were able to record this. And thank you, Nikki, for recording this.
How's that new job? How's your new job?
Oh, so my job is I will start on the 26th. I'm in Washington, D.C. I just got a job with DHS. So I'll be writing policies and working with Congress. So pretty nervous about it, but I'm hopeful that as a Black woman, I can make a positive change up here in the district.
You will.
No doubt about it. No
You
doubt
are
about it.
Pettaway, so you will.
Right. Right.
But wait, what is DHS, please?
Oh, Department of Homeland Security.
All right, thank you.
I just got a
Hey, we need that.
wow.
Say that
Yeah,
again.
what's cooking?
No, I just got a solicitation for border
Patrol.
Border Patrol.
Yeah.
for procurement.
Okay, cool. You should take it up. Brad, what'd you say?
No, I was asking Nikki to repeat what she said.
Yeah, we didn't hear you. That's cool, Nikki. We'll talk like offline.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, Jennifer, congratulations.
Thank you. I don't want to take the spotlight off of Granddad though.
Yeah.
I'll talk about my glory later.
Okay.
But it's just a testament of his bloodline, because it's just outstanding to think that the things that his children have done, the things that his grandchildren are doing, and the things that his great grandchildren are positioned to do, all came from this one person. It's all right.
Yes.
It's all
He has 2 grandsons who are doctors, right?
That's right.
Yes. My son is a doctor, and Cheryl's son is a doctor.
Yeah.
Room doctors. You are doctors, right, Cheryl?
Oh yeah, and I think just the medical field, period. Yeah, so yeah, I love it.
If I didn't go into law, I would have probably enjoyed medicine, but I just wasn't disciplined enough. I'm more of a creative, but
I love
definitely
it.
have that medical gene.
Yep.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
think so. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw something at y'all. Y'all didn't ever know it. It didn't happen. I tried to get it to happen some of the time, but she just got my wife, your mother. She wanted to be a nurse, and she wanted to go to nursing school, and she got a chance to go. She didn't go then, but I certainly wanted her to be the nurse, but she never did, go for it. But she wanted to be a nurse. But anyway, it
Christine's
didn't
a
happen.
nurse, so she's carrying on that legacy for grandma.
And then Stephanie's in the medical field. I don't
Yeah.
know if she's gotten back on, but Stephanie has been working in physical therapy support for a while. So
Great.
she's working.
Okay, now, along the nursing lines and all of that, I was the scientist because I was a biology major. So
Where are you?
those genes are something else when it comes to that. And I had a couple of professors who wanted to know if I would be interested in going to med school. And I went, I was in microbiology, and I had to put an IV into a rabbit.
Ooh.
And
Wow.
that changed my mind.
Oh,
Afraid.
that is so-
I was afraid I was going to kill that thing, and it's like I'm not going to do it. And it was at that point that I said I can't be a doctor.
I can only imagine. But I'm gonna tell y'all, he definitely, Granddad has the medical gene too. And I was the grandkid that stayed with him, was raised by him and my grandmom's. But I'm sure y'all probably experienced this growing up. If you ever got sick, or if you ever had any ailment, Miss Pettaway always had something. He would cook up something in that pot. And I mean, from generation to generation, we didn't know what it was, but it would make.
So we took it.
I think it was like kerosene. Dad, what did you used to do with the kerosene?
I put kerosene on sugar and kerosene in a little candy, and I burn it into a coal. And when you burn it into that coal, you can do that now if you got a coal. That's some of the best medicine is you burn it till it's completely burned up, and then break it up and eat that, whatever it is. It be candy, but it be black, but it's good for any kind of cold. It's better than the medicine you can buy. It's real good. Burn the sugar and kerosene. And I usually put a little bit of candy in it, but you don't have to worry about the candy. Sugar and the kerosene. Burn it until it won't burn no more. And then you eat that. You take that and just eat a little bit of if you got a cold, in a little while you'll be coming all kind of cold up. It's real good. that I should put it on the market.
Amongst other things.
Yeah.
Somebody joined by phone. Is that Run Run?
Yeah, it's me.
Hey,
What's going on?
Hi.
hey, it's good to hear you.
You got the floor, Ron. So say who you are. Maybe talk about your papa, daddy, and
Tell them what we're doing.
and we're actually recording right now. However, we can see you're on your iPhone. We can't see your picture, but we do recognize that you're on here with us.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Can you do FaceTime on the iPhone?
Can I do FaceTime?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if you can FaceTime or
You
Zoom.
can FaceTime on Zoom?
I don't think so.
Just tell them to go and introduce.
Well, yeah, go on and introduce yourself, Ron.
Uh-huh.
Go on and introduce yourself.
Tell us who you are.
Oh, okay. I'm Ronald Pettaway Jr. That's my grandfather.
Little more.
You just like Ronald Pettaway. You don't like to talk.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, trying to know something going on my phone. I lost y'all. I'm trying to see what's going on.
But we still hear you. Oh, look at that. We see you now. Ah! You did it.
Like your dad.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to learn how to work this thing. That's what's going on. This iPhone stuff, they can have. It's too much.
Where did that hair come from? You didn't have it the last time I saw you.
Huh?
All that stuff around
All
your
that
face.
stuff.
Yeah. It looks good.
I'm hibernating.
All right. Go on, introduce yourself again and let's see who you are and tell us a little bit.
Okay, I'm Ronald Pettaway Jr. I'm Ronald Pettaway's, that's my grandfather, John Pettaway. I'm his son's son, firstborn. Let's see what else about him. I work at Hyundai in Montgomery. I got 4 kids,
Oh.
2 grandkids.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. That's all right.
So that's basically about it.
Tell us something about your grandpa.
Tell us something in your greatest memory or something that you remember that you want to talk about.
I can remember when I was young, we used to play hide and go see all the time. I remember that. Yeah, he stayed running. We stayed. That's why he come up to the house. Loved it. So,
Uh-oh.
let me see.
He went away.
Your picture went
Hey,
away.
Run, your video's off.
Okay, hold on. Let's see what's on here. Oh, this is a mess here.
Nah, at least you're getting it, and look, you're getting it with your grandpa, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see what's going on. Yeah.
There we
Hello?
go. There you go.
Yeah, we got you.
All right. Woo.
You
Okay,
Yeah,
Mom.
want somebody else to go?
Mom, I think it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Everybody, hi, Cheryl. You know, Daddy's used to me saying this, so I'm gonna go and say it because for the record, I am not his baby girl.
Oh.
However,
Oh.
it's all good. It's all good. I've learned to take it all in stride. It is what it is. So, but I thank all of you for doing this. Recently, I think I let everybody know what I really enjoy doing with it, which is
What Rhonda doing? He dancing or?
is he dancing? I think he's just moving. He's moving.
I'm trying to want to burn the food up.
Yeah, still working on the food. But I thank us all for doing this because I've been around so many people that say, I wish I had done this and I wish I had done that when they're looking at their family and saying, I never did get down that memory and I wanted him to tell this story and I wanted him to tell that story. So Chief Frazier is a videographer in Tuskegee. I've had an opportunity to do a couple of different things with him. And he said, what about, let's just go on and interview your dad. And I was like, yes, let's do it. So we chose a date April 3rd, and I don't think I even thought about the fact that it was Easter weekend. Did you? But that's okay. We stuck with the date, and thank you all for joining us. So I'm excited. All right.
Okay, can I say something real quick?
Absolutely.
When Ron was saying how he used to come over to the house and enjoy playing hide and go seek, I'm not sure how to share this, but can you guys see that?
Oh, that's cute.
That was
Too cute.
That was a picture that I took years ago when my son and Nikki were younger, and every time they would come to the house, he used to go playing cowboys and Indians with them. And he would run around that house, and they would go, and they would be screaming, and he would be up and down, and he would go boogity, 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 and they would be running, running, running. But this was a picture I found where they were all dressed up in their gear, and he would be chasing them, and it was awesome. They and I still remember that. But yeah, they used to run around the house.
That's real nice. You keep that picture.
Wow.
Yeah, he used to chase them all the time.
And
And
always a child with that childlike spirit, you know.
mhm. And he would like to race with people. On your mark, get set, go. And he would outrun everybody
Ooh.
all the time.
Well, may I say something also? I just thought about a couple of memories. I don't know if he remembers, once he came to Atlanta, that was in 2014 to visit, and I took him to my church, and my church is a kind of a mega church, and I informed the pastor before the services started that I wanted him to be acknowledged. And he was brought up into the pulpit, and, you know, they had all of the veterans to stand up because, you know, I told the pastor that he was a Korean War veteran. Do you remember that?
I remember it.
Yeah, I gave you a DVD of it, and I have one of the service.
Well, I don't know what I did with it.
Oh.
You got
Well,
one,
you
you
know
give me.
it.
I'll pay for you and make me another.
I can get somebody to make it because I am not tech savvy.
I sure
But
want
yeah, I have it. I still have it. And they all acknowledged you. And of course, you had to do a little solo.
it. Oh, yeah.
All the
Yeah.
time.
Of course. Always.
And one more thing. I think it was in 2016, according to the pictures, that he was visiting again. And he told me he had never visited the King Center. So I took him on Auburn Avenue, and I sent Cheryl a couple of pictures where he's standing in front of the tombs where Dr. King and Coretta Scott King are buried. And do you remember that? I know you remember that, right?
I remember that pastor, she's still around. She's an outstanding lady. She real up there, but she really preaching down home preaching. She's
Oh, yeah.
Is she around there?
Unfortunately, no. She transitioned in 2020.
Oh my goodness. Well, she was shown up for good speaking, very nice person.
Oh, yes. She was known worldwide.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, you got any questions
Okay.
you want to ask us to get us moving?
All right, run. Run.
Are you still a run?
I don't, yes. I don't think so.
He's on, but
I can't hear him.
cooking. I saw him still cooking a little bit.
Okay. When they come back, I want to give him a run.
Here he is.
Run.
Yeah, right there.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-oh, he's cooking.
See if you can get him. Who can get him to talk?
There you go.
Run.
Don't get it today. I ain't got nothing going. My little niece got a emergency call I can go to for a little while. Yeah.
Run.
He
I lost my sound for some reason.
Can you hear me run? Okay, that's all right.
Okay, appreciate it.
We're going with the show.
I
We'll
lost
see.
my sound. I can't hear y'all.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That's all right. Who else next?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Hang up and dial again, I reckon.
At least he got on. That's the main thing.
Yep.
All right. So, which one of y'all done cooked? I'm hungry.
All
Well,
right,
you have
so
to wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow's Easter, I guess. That's when people will know.
okay, watch
I'm not
this.
cooking a whole lot.
This is the real deal. I'm gonna show you something.
Everything.
Hold up 1 minute. I'll be.
I was lucky. I got up and I cooked and I had another box somebody left me, and I didn't eat it all because I left the bottom in the box. That's all I left. I tried to get every crumb out there.
Well, you know, we know you can eat because every time you would come over here and eat and we would fix a plate for you, people would go like, "Is he still eating?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he is." And it was like, "Where's he putting it all?" And I mean, he would eat and eat and eat, and then he would.
If you give it all to me, I eat it all. Biden is trying to do right, but I believe he gonna be in danger if they don't do something other to. You know, when they marched, this thing they did on Washington, that's the worst something. That's outlawed. That should have been done.
Absolutely.
That should have been done. That's a scandal to the. But they did it.
Why do you think they did it, Mr. Pickett?
Well, I wish I tried to get one. I think I know, and then again, why did they do it? Do you have an idea?
I'm thinking they're just desperate.
I know they're disgusted, but I don't know what they're trying to accomplish.
They see the browning of America, and they're going to be a minority. They still want power, and they know that in a few more years.
Well, you're right, but now I do know what you're saying is right, and they had strength. How did they have strength? I know I'm gonna tell you, but I don't know if you know how.
No, go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
No, they had strength because their president was with the, the president never did go against white supremacy.
Right.
And they say that many senators was in that. All them senators, someone was in that march. So it's a big thing. It was something that law abiders and citizens go against, but law abiders and citizens was in that mess.
Yeah.
And they getting a he-bomb, they call it a he-bomb, and they being prosecuted for being in, I think, some senator is catching it. He reported, you'll find a whole lot of mess. He-bomb, and Trump knew about it, but he tried it. He was the I think it.
Instigator?
Yeah, it comes from Trump.
He did.
But they can't touch him. They won't let it touch him. But now they're getting so many big people, and now they back at Trump. I think they will get him.
I think they'll get him too.
Yeah. My brother, before he dead, but he said they're gonna get him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna pin a share.
Okay.
So we haven't got a fight, but history making every day now. It's history making.
Absolutely.
Because it being something other to change the statutory law. It's something other changing every day.
Right.
And Biden is working. Biden is not fighting it, and I believe I'm scared that some of these deferators don't want to turn on the president because Biden is showing up, done some good stuff now. I don't know how long he'll go along with it.
Yeah. Well, God's got him, I think. What
Is
you
it
waiting
okay?
on?
I wanted to go on and turn that off. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And see her mother. So she sent me and Nels, I believe it was Harriet, I don't know if it was man or not, but she sent us up to see her mother. And I remember that I was a little bit of the boy. But we got there to see my mother's mother. And what dawned on me, everybody see my mother picture, and Mama looked almost like an Indian, you know. But I saw my grandmother, and that got me. My grandmother, I do know it's a long time, and that's the first time I saw her, and I don't know of no other visible time I could name. I did see her one or two more times, but this is the main thing. But she was so dog. You know, my mother was showing up real dog, and you just can't picture. You know, I don't know, but we got so much of mixed up in our race, and you know, but my mother was, you know, really, but she was a strong woman. She's a doctor, she's a midwife, and it didn't get too dark and it didn't rain too much. If you called her, she had a mule, and she's gonna come any time of night and deliver a kid. She's a good deliver baby. So she's a midwife, but she's known to come in and wait on you.
Next question.
So,
All right.
Uncle Easto, I remember one of my granddaddies, and I don't know which one to hear, but I got something from him. He come and he used to be there every morning. I remember another morning, and he would drink coffee and eat breakfast, but he'd drink coffee. And I remember I was a little bit of a boy, when he'd be drinking coffee, I'd be up there looking at him, you know, every time he swallowed, I would swallow. and so I remember well, he poured me a little bit of coffee in the saucer, and he blowed it down cool enough, and let me drink some of it. I remember that, but I don't know which one that was. East. It must have been Grandpa East.
All right, he's about to run out of video, so the next question.
Okay. Brenda and Gloria, y'all have any questions? I just asked them the question about, I told them my interest was in that Native American history, and if there was any memory he had that he could share with us. So if y'all have any specific questions for him.
Well, I think, you know, for some reason the name Blue always comes to my mind. Do you know where that name came from?
Who?
How it's Blue, B-L-U-E. How that's connected with your mother?
What she said?
Blue, B-L-U-E. The name Blue. Does that ring a bell?
Blue, I'm trying to think. No, I got to research that and get back with you.
Okay.
Bree, you just said blue, B-L-U-E?
Yeah, or B-L-E-U, one, something like that. For some reason, I just remember a name, and it was a Mr. Blue.
Next question.
Okay. All right.
Next question.
All right, Gloria?
Oh, I don't have one at this time. I'll think of something.
I'll jump into something else, because offline we were talking about you driving that cab, 5959, and then the correlation with that in the civil rights movement and all the different people that you met in the cab. I remember we rode down to New Orleans with somebody in the cab. So if you don't mind, can you tell us, if not one, just the most interesting, if you can narrow down, encounter you had in the cab driving over the years?
Yeah, but when I went to New Orleans, that was the longest trip I had in the cab business. But I drove to New Orleans, but I had a second car, was a very nice car. That was the road car, and I didn't drive my real cab, what I drive every day. And so my second car was a late model Ford I had bought, and this was a white person that I carried to New Orleans, and I was a little bit, I had to carry him. I wanted to carry him because I wanted the money, but when we got to Orville, I was driving right, but the police stopped me. I didn't know why he stopped me, but he just questioned me and let me went on. If I make no mistake, yeah, when I got ready to go down there, I went by the house and Jen had rode with me. That wasn't comfortable. I had something, but I was, even though it's in the modern days, but I had to put a nice car. And when you're driving a nice car, the police sometimes will pick on you, they stop you for anything. And I didn't know why he stopped me. I had a real nice car because I wasn't doing nothing, but he had to stop me. And then it didn't say cab, but I was driving cab, and I think I made it, told the person that I was going to New Orleans. But he let me win, but I don't know why he stopped me. But
Okay.
that's but anyway, when I got to New Orleans, that's the first time I had been there. It's kind of strange, but that was a good trip. That really was a good trip. I don't know exactly how much I made out of it. I think at that time we were traveling, costing $1 a mile. So I don't know how far New Orleans was from Selma.
Okay.
I had a good trip.
You got any more questions, Brian?
No more questions. You know what? I was telling them on the last, when we were just talking together about Reverend Reed, the one who was killed in Selma, and how he had visited the house a couple of times. Do you remember how you met him? Because as a child, a teenager at the time, I was just enthused with him because he came by the house and brought my mom that bottle of Morgan David wine because he asked, "What kind of wine do you like?" And he came back a second time and brought her that wine. And as a child, I was just devastated when the man was beat to death, and it was like, I knew him, I met him. Do you know how that encounter happened, how you met him? You met so many people, and you brought so many people to the house, but that one stuck out.
That was Reverend who?
Reverend Reed.
You talking about the white individual?
Yes.
She's talking about the white
Reed.
minister that was killed from the north. Reeb, R-E-E-B. They beat him in the alley with axe handles and killed him.
Oh, I met him through riding him. He rode in my cab, him and another fella
Yeah.
that I think my brother rode him in the daytime because my brother was driving my cab, and we were transporting him. We were doing something other for him and the other fella too. And then along with him is another lady from Cleveland, Ohio that we used to ride. And she was
Was that Miss Brown?
huh?
Was that Miss Brown?
Must been, because she went back, she stayed with us, and she went back to Cleveland, and she used
Brought
to,
her daughter back with her.
you brought her daughter, but yeah, when you come back you did, but after she went back, she used to send good boxes of clothes, and she was real good. She sent them, and I distribute them out to people that, give them away, real nice stuff. Yeah, but I had some very interesting people at the house, and those was one of them. The Reverend was one of them too. So I don't exactly know how I met him. I think because we was mighty good, and when we were driving, you know, for the movement, or whether they had money or not, you know, me and my brother, we was give them transportation because them being here, the white people was helping us and we're good to them because we appreciate it. But in most cases, when you ride them, even if you didn't charge nothing, they'll give you more than a cab fare, you know. They're real good.
Okay.
What about Miss Viola Luzo that was the Klansman killed on Highway 80?
Viola, you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Oh, she was, that was a very instant. Miss Carolyn or whatever, she was from Cleveland, and Viola was, you saw, she was, they were good friends. They was two down here together. And William Bargain, William Talbot was a friend of the one who got killed. But he wasn't with her at the time she got killed, but I think he was the one brought the message back to us to the house that she had got killed. And the other lady from Cleveland, she was very, very upset when this lady got killed because she was riding with somebody from Selma, but the person she ride with didn't get killed, I don't think. I don't exactly know how that death occurred.
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah, he was Robert Moulton, and he did not get killed. From what I understand, when her car ran off into the ditch, and the Klansmen got out of their car to go down to verify that she had been shot properly, that he played dead, and he was smeared so much with blood and brain matter and everything until they thought he in fact was dead.
That's true.
And then when when the Klansman left, he got out of the car, ran back up the road, tried to wave down several trucks that was hauling young people backwards and forth. A couple of the trucks ignored him, and then the truck that he actually got a ride in slowed enough that he was able to run and hop on. And they brought him on back to Selma from there. But his name is Moulton, and I think he left here and lived somewhere up north, I believe Detroit, but I'm not actually sure.
most likely that
Sir.
was.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I knew his sister Diane.
Yeah. Along those lines, Brenda, I think something that was always intriguing growing up is that Annie Cooper, Miss Annie Cooper, was the mother of Shiloh Baptist Church.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, we grew up with this woman. She used to come to the house. We used to go to her house. And, you know, and I just didn't know the weight of what she meant to the movement and her contributions and how she stood up to...
You don't know her? You don't know her role?
I just knew it
Let Granddaddy tell you her role. She was a strong woman, and she was a very nice person. And she was someone, nobody, white, black, or red, or whatever, because nobody wanted to rub Annie Cooper wrong. Nobody. But Jim Clark did rub her wrong. If you don't know her role, Jim Clark rubbed her wrong, and she put him down up there in the courthouse and sat on him. Yeah. Annie Cooper was Annie Cooper. She told Jim Clark down and sat on him. She wasn't nobody to play with, and they ain't did nothing to him because he rubbed her wrong. And she showed the high sheriff down, and her reputation went out, and it'll still be, but everybody just about do Annie Cooper. She's the nicest person in the world to be your friend.
Oh, yeah.
And the worst person for you to make her mad.
Yeah.
You didn't want to rub Annie Cooper wrong. Nobody. She's nice.
What about the Boyingtons? What can you recall about Mr. and Mrs. Boynton?
The Boynton are very strong. Old man Boynton, they had run a business, and they would help people a lot. So they used to work for me, and they helped me out a whole lot. And Mrs. Bondon, they run a business. I had got to be the guardian of my daddy, and I didn't know exactly how to get it done, but my mother, my daddy went in the hospital when I was 7 years old, and Mom got a check from him in the hospital, but at that time they was unfair, and I guess it couldn't have been no other way. If Mom had continued got a check from Dad and got what she should have gotten with 8 children, and then we was living in Otago County and living on, we were renting a one-horse farm, but it wouldn't have been no way for her to live up there at that time because she had been getting more money than anybody anywhere around her, both white or black, and they wouldn't let her receive that kind of check. And so she supposed to got more money, but she had a guardian, and so we got $20 a month. And that was a lot of money though. You would think that one, but back in the time, we lived real well. We made our living, and that $20 a month was just about cash money that was saved every month. Cause we had milk cows, hogs, and everything. We made our living, so the $20 was good cash money that we had. And they had a guardian, so after they had a guardian for many years, I reckon 10 or 15 years, I don't know. But anyway, when I got old enough, I knew that it was a guardian, so I said I should be the guardian. And then I did get in the bunch and helped me to get that established. I got to be the guardian of my daddy. And later on, we went and got him out of the hospital, and he didn't have to have a daughter. He lived a strong life himself.
Yeah. I remember him staying with us for a while.
Yeah, he stayed with me. He stayed with me.
John used.
Huh?
I'm sorry, John Jr. used to see him in the room, and he used to always pass by and wanted to know who that man was with all that white hair on his head.
Wilson. And when he would, let me just make this one last statement, and he said he needs to shut it down because he's almost out of, okay. How were we spelling Wilson Pettaway's name? Because in the military, they spelled it one way, and then we spelled it another way. So how did they spell it in the military?
Well, we had got to it in the military, Pettaway, but the way Mama spelled it, I guess the whole time Mama spelled it, I don't know if you could, it was Peddaway. And so I don't know, I think Harry didn't, Harry or some of them went to the courthouse in Montgomery and changed it to Pett, but they didn't change mine. I changed my own.
Okay. All right, he said he's about out of film and he just didn't want to stop in the middle of you all talking.
Okay.
All right, you know what? We don't need Chief in order to do this. We can do this ourselves whenever we're ready. So when y'all ready, let us know.
Who was trying to say something? I thought somebody said, excuse me. Okay.
Just saying thank you to the videographer. Thank you, Chief, for your time today.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
I don't know how old I am. I feel like I'm 16. Here's another Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. I got some money 'cause I just got paid. Oh, how I wish I had someone to talk to. I'm in an awful way.
Thank y'all. Bye. Yeah, all right. Remember Wilmer over in Tuskegee?
Yeah.
We had a birthday party for him this morning, and he sent you this.
Ask him, did he anymore? He ain't just all he had to send there. Couldn't he send me a bigger slice?
He thought two would be enough.
All right. He's still enough.
You going to work on it right now, Mr. Pickett? You going to work on it right now?
Yes, sir. He's getting to it right now.
And the thing about it, I made sure I brought 2 slices because Wilmer was like, I can't eat this whole cake. I said, well, you know what? I'm sure my dad wouldn't mind helping you. And we had that party for him at 10 o'clock in the morning. We were eating good old cake. 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Well, one of our laughing jokes between my dad and me is I keep teasing him. I was like, Daddy, you oof, gosh, the stake is high. Because I've told him that no matter when he decides, if he goes before me, I'm going to beat him by 10 years. So at this point, I got to make it to 101.
All right. Then.
He's raising the stakes. My goodness. My goodness. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Amen.
I'm loving it. It's a
Amen.
challenge, but I got to make it to 101. So if I got to eat a piece of cake every once in a while, I took care of mine this morning. It's a reunion that my dad and my mom attended. So that is my mother, Jeanette James Pettaway. This is my dad's sister, Aunt Harriet. This is his other sister, Annie Mae. And this is his other sister, Aunt Maddie.
Boy, that's a trouble.
Oh, yeah. And that's my dad himself. And remember when my niece was just talking about she was raised by him? So that's the niece. That's Nikki that was on there just talking a couple of minutes ago. So
She's
I
a tough
love,
thing.
yeah, I love this picture. It's just, it's got, he loved his family. So amazing. All right. And so this one. John Pearlie Pettaway, Korean War. Yeah. Dad, on this picture of you, there was another gentleman standing next to you. Is it okay if I show him that one? Because I'm not sure. I don't remember this guy's name. It's okay? Show him real quick. Dad, who was this?
Oh, that's T. Jones.
T. Jones?
He passed away.
Oh, T.
Yeah, my
Jones.
brother-in-law. We went in the service, and I adopted him as my brother. Overseas, we went, he could come to see me. I was his brother. I was in a strict company. He could get a truck and go anywhere. They wouldn't let me have no truck. But he'd come to see me.
Yep. So he was able to do
Okay.
that.
All
And
right.
then, let's see, did you get this one too? He loves this picture. And that's just about all of the granddaughters that were on that phone call, except one of them. She missed it. But that was Jennifer. She was on the call. It was Christine. That was Nikki, Stephanie, and Rhonda. Those are all of his